y'all, today was a super fun trying a new product recipe. I recreated a recipe that my mom used to make all the time when I was a kid. Barbecued butter beans and sausage. She would use brats or Polish sausage or kielbasa. So I made a vegetized version of that. This is what it looks like. Guys, it smells so good. We made our own barbecue sauce and we used our new product, a plant-based brat. This is the package. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Let's try the brat first. That sauce, guys. It's sweet and it's tangy and it's got this low heat to it. And the brat has a really nice chew to it. It soaked up the flavor of the barbecue sauce and it kept its underlying brat flavor. I don't know how they did it, but they got it to taste like a beef brat. Let's go ahead and get a bite of a bean. Oh, butter beans are so good, guys. We have them all the time in the South. Actually, I had a really hard time finding them up here in the Great North, so I don't know if it's a regional thing, but get yourself some butter beans, make you a little barbecue sauce, use a jar of barbecue sauce, grab you some plant sausage, and have some barbecue butter beans. Hope you all enjoy. Bye. All right, y'all, it is barbecue butter bean time. Today we are using a new product. So it's a new product, try today. I'm giving these plant-based beer brats a try. Get a good look at that. I've never tried this brand before. I've never tried these beer brats, so pretty excited to get that going. They're what we're going to use in this barbecue butter bean sausage dish. This is a dish that my mom used to make all of the time, and she would use Polish sausage or kielbasa. Really excited to replicate it in a plant form. Got my prep out in front of me. So no more delaying, guys. Let's get going. So in addition to trying out our new product, we're also going to be making our own barbecue sauce. You can definitely just grab your favorite bottle of barbecue sauce, but I really like making sauces. It's kind of my favorite thing. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get started on our barbecue sauce. So we're gonna get this on medium heat. And we are going to put in a half a cup of tomato sauce. We're going to put in a 1/4 cup of yellow mustard. Next, you want to do just a splash of hot sauce, really to taste how much spice you like. It's about 2 tablespoons. Then you want to do salt and pepper. You want to do 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of flax, a splash of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons, and the piece de resistance root beer. Let's have a quick check, guys. So I'm using Virgil's handcrafted root beer. Get a good look at that. It is my favorite root beer, and I love root beer. Root beer is my go-to drink, and this, which I find at my natural grocers and Hugo's, which is a regional store. Anyways, so good. If you can find Virgil's, use Virgil's, drink Virgil's. So delicious. If you can't, use your favorite root beer. Any root beer will do. I recommend this. So you want to do 1 bottle. I like to add half and then save the other half to add later. So we're just going to mix all of that up. Okay, we've done a little taste test and we want to add the rest of our root beer because we definitely need a little kick of some sweet. Now we are going to bring this to a boil and let it simmer while we are finishing the recipe. So before we can move on to the next step, I want to check the consistency of our sauce because when you're using root beer, it can get a little bit too thin, but we can always fix that, don't worry. So this does look a little thin. So what we're going to do is we are going to add in some cornstarch. Quick fix, guys. Okay, to thicken our sauce, we're going to do a tablespoon of water and a tablespoon of cornstarch, and we're going to mix it up in a little bowl, and then we're going to add it to our sauce. Okay, so this is what your cornstarch and water should look like. You should just make sure that you've got all of the cornstarch dissolved, and then we're going to just put it right into our sauce. We're just going to stir that up, and already it is looking thicker. So perfect. We're going to continue with our recipe. Okay, so now it's time to prep our broths. So I'm going to show you how to do one, and then we'll come back together and the rest will be done for us. Okay, so we are going to just cut this little guy into rounds. All right. So we're going to cut all of the broths into rounds. Once our broths are cut into rounds, we will continue on. I'll see you back here, guys. So let's talk about our new product, our brat. It's sliced up perfectly. It doesn't really have a smell. Kind of smells neutral, I guess. It so far is working like a brat. Okay, so I've got 2 of our brats sliced up. I'm saving the other 2 just to try as the brat itself. And I've got a couple tablespoons of oil heating up in the skillet. So we're going to drop these little guys in. Okay, and then we're going to just saute them a little bit until they start to get brown, and then we're going to add the barbecue sauce. But don't worry, I'll come back and show you how that's done. Okay guys, our brats have started to brown, so we are going to put a little bit of our barbecue sauce in the pan with them and let that start cooking, and then we'll come back together and add the last ingredient. Okay guys, it's time to add the last ingredient, our butter beans. They've been drained, and it's 2 cans. We're going to go ahead and just put it right in with our brat. And you don't want to add your beans until your brats are completely done, because you don't want your beans to cook very much at all. You want them to retain their texture. Okay, so once you've got your beans in your pot, you get to add the sauce. You want to add just to your liking, so as much sauce as you want. I like just a little sauce, just enough to coat everything slightly. Okay, so once you have the amount of sauce on there that you want, you're going to let that mixture cook together for just 2 minutes. We want to keep our beans in their shape and keep their texture. So I'm going to let mine cook for 2 minutes, and then we will come back. And don't worry if you have sauce left over. Put it in a Tupperware bowl and pop it in the freezer if you don't have an immediate use for it. And then you'll have barbecue sauce on hand whenever you need it. If you have a recipe coming up a little later that you know you're going to need some sauce for, pop in a Tupperware bowl and stick it in the fridge. Okay guys, our mixture has been cooking for 2 minutes. It's officially done. There it is. That is our barbecue butter beans, and that's all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you try this recipe and you find it just as delicious as I do. Be sure to like and subscribe, follow on all social medias, and I will see you on the next one.